And we're live on a Jupiter day. Outside. Outside. What's up, everyone? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch. Cards are falling out. It's a truce. Am I still on lockdown? Apparently. Anyways, what did I say? What was I saying? Teacher, seer, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, the North American Sybil. I am the child and messenger of God, the Lilith reincarnated, here on a thirsty Thursday. Ooh, the temperance card fell out. What's up, everyone? In order to keep up with me, I don't know. To be honest, I was like, did I post anything on my community page? I did a video yesterday. I remember that. Oh, what did I post? Oh, I chopped my hair off. Yeah, I did that. Oh, why'd you do that? I was thinking about it the whole retrograde, dude. They told us not to do it during the retrograde, but I told you during those videos, I'm feeling tempted. And then yesterday, I was looking at this picture of this chick, and I was like, ugh, your hair's ratty. And I was pulling on my braids. I was like, I've had it. In essence, I was just taking my daughter to get a haircut anyways, and I had already wanted to do it. I was devastated. I was in shock after I did it. Like, I run my hand through my hair and there's no hair. It's gone. But it looks really pretty. It looks really pretty and it feels really cool. And I don't know, why'd you do it? Change, bro, change. Needed to change some things. I felt it. Then I woke up this morning feeling like somebody else. Completely, like in somebody else's skin. It was weird as fuck. The whole morning was weird. And then I got to the kids' school and all of the staff were talking about how they had a weird night's sleep and they didn't feel right. I was like, oh, we went through a shift overnight. I don't know. I didn't bring the cards. I didn't bring the Sabbath book to see what it was, but we definitely did. Did you feel it? Did you have a weird night's sleep and wake up feeling awkward this morning? I saw 4 other women say it amongst themselves. This one lady's like, well, she's looking at her fucking smartwatch. She's all, said I got 7 hours of sleep, but I am exhausted. I was like, yeah, I feel it. Otherwise, I don't know. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It's going to change within 24 hours. It's going to start snowing and shit. We're supposed to have snow. Happens every Easter and every 420, bro. Every fucking 420. I can't say every Easter, but if Easter's near 420... And I told that, I was like, God, you better work on some fucking sunshine if you expect me to go out there and do this. Then I was looking it up. These motherfuckers have the nerve to charge this year. It's going to be all slushy, and I don't know. It's up to God. I might talk myself out of it, to be honest. Like, seriously, it depends on the weather. But right now, I'm in a jumper and getting a suntan, and it's beautiful. And that's just how Colorado weather be. People make jokes about it, but it's very real. Very real indeed. You're gonna see us on the fucking news and shit tomorrow. Fucking Jim Hooley. Anyways, I'm way out of it. I don't know where I am. What's going on? I applied for a job last night. Why'd you do that? I don't know. I have no idea. What kind of job? At a retirement home. Sounded like a good idea, right? Be with the people before they die. Try to speak some life into them and shit. I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm not really doing anything. I took my kids to orientation. Oh, that was cool. So yesterday, in the middle of my reading, I said I had a vision of us at the zoo. So that's what they started telling us is like, we went to the zoo this week. All the kids had trips to the zoo this week. I was like, that's crazy. And I was literally talking about, the kids and the problem with school when I got the vision. So that was interesting. I was kind of like, I don't know, my psychic abilities always are like, well, that, there's never any coincidences. As these women are saying they couldn't sleep, I wanted to say something about it. And then, as soon as they say they were at the zoo yesterday, I was like, oh, well, I tapped into that for sure. It's like, how did you know? I don't know what I'm tapping into until later. Not usually. The cards are only confirmation. Where are we at currently? Oh, see, I told you, bro. Just hanging around. We're in a hangman position, huh? Can you guys see? I can't see shit. I'm in the sun. Let me see. Let me get down low. Get down low. I guess. Yeah, I can't see shit. Sorry. The sun's in my face. I hope you can see something. Our first card, our current energy is the Hangman, which is not surprising. I told you, I'm just not myself. I'm just hanging here. It says decisions, I think, or something. I don't know. Tell me more. Tell me more. Strength. Hangman. Alright. The Hangman depicts the great world tree Yggdrasil from Norse mythology, which has its branches in Asgard and the upper world, and its trunk in the middle realm of Earth, and its roots in the underworld. Okay. Yggdrasil, I told you about that 2 days ago. That's the tree that Odin hung himself from. And basically, it's the tree of life that you can travel through all realms through the tree, if there was a bridge. Same thing with, they call it the tree of life in the Kabbalah. It's the same thing. Now, that depiction shows pretty much the same thing. You start at the bottom, which is the root, which is, Earth. Dante describes it much differently. It's all just a flow of the energy. All of them saw that you flow in and out of heaven and hell. Is what that pretty much says. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Where the three Norns weave the web of the world, tending to the well of Erd, and carve the runes into the tree trunk to carry their intentions through all the worlds. As a great seeker of wisdom, Odin was determined to learn the secrets of the runes for himself. To prove himself worthy, he hung himself from the branch of Yggdrasil, forbidding any of the other gods to help him in any way. He pierced himself with his own spear, sacrificing himself to himself. Staring down into the well below, calling forth the runes, for 9 days and nights, he hung between life and death, until at last he beheld the shapes of the runes within the waters and the secrets that underlay them, giving up one of his eyes in return. It was all about self-sacrifice. He wanted to know, you know what I mean? He wanted the power of the gods, so he had to sacrifice himself to the gods. And they saw it as an honorable sacrifice. But in the sense of, once we give you this vision, you can only see that, we're going to take away one of your eyes. An eye for an eye is what they say. Give me a second here. Told you all about this, 3 days ago or something. This card is a forced suspension and inaction. Told you, bro. And that was that first card I pulled. The Four of Swords. We're stuck. Like Chuck. Like, what the fuck? I've been like this for days, bro. It's getting on my nerves. What can you do? Go outside. That's about it. Which is exactly what you need at the present time. If you're trying to push things forward, you'll just be wasting your energy. I told you that yesterday. I told you all of that in that reading. It's like, if I do anything, I'm just wasting. Let's see. This is an opportunity to turn your attention from the material concerns and focus your awareness inwards, as valuable spiritual lessons are being offered to you. Alright, and that's what I tried to tell you. Why are my cards flying away? God stops everything around you so that you can focus on you. This is all yesterday's reading. Are we still in yesterday's? I don't feel like we're in yesterday's energy. I mean, I guess we are, in the sense of it's the same old bullshit. I ain't got shit to do today. It's some bullshit. Alright, go back to it. I mean, I've got to be grateful. That's what I said. Yesterday I was like, I did do all my laundry. Yay. I cut my hair. That was something I didn't see coming. That was an adventure. The kids got into school. So, that's where it is. It's like yesterday I had nothing to look forward to but laundry. And then they got the kids into school and stuff, and that's cool. And, oh, fuck off, you guys. Fuck off, you guys. Fuck off. Oh, they did it, dude. They're doing it, dude. They're gonna do it. They said it's not important. They're gonna push my kids onto the next level, bro. They're gonna push them. They say it goes by age, bro, not by grade. They're gonna push them on. And I was like, and then, like, to make me feel reassured, they're like, they're having a meeting tomorrow with the high school, so they give these kids, like a resume or something. They sit down with the high school and tell them what kind of kids they're getting and where they are academically, so they can, prepare for them for the next year, right? Get, like, a chart on them, their background. We call that a jacket. And so she's like, a lot of our 8th graders, they're at, like, 2nd grade reading levels. I was like, that's not supposed to make me feel any better, in the sense of, but yeah, yep. I had every intention to hold them back next year because I felt like they lost a whole year of education. But even the education system's not going to let me do that. They don't believe so. Amelia's going on to high school. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, bro. My fucking kids, dude. I had this vision, bro. They would get old and I would just, like, be free. She's going on to high school, bro. You know how weird that is? And then the fact that God's trying to turn around and make me start all over again. He's right behind her. You know what I mean? Seriously. It's just wild. The times flew. I feel bad for my ex-husband. He missed their whole lives, bro. In the sense of kids are only kids for a certain period of time. Do you know what I mean? High school is like pre-development for adulthood, bro. So is middle school, in essence. But imagine, though, that's what God pulled him away from. God pulled him away from this year of conditioning. That's what he pulled them away from. He gave them so much experience, so much knowledge and wisdom, but it was a year of conditioning. That's what school is. It's a conditioning system. It's a boot camp system. We didn't, necessarily deny them education, because if we think about, what they know as far as history, math, my son is a mathematician in general. My daughter says her spelling sucks, but so did mine until I started using words again. You know what I mean? Your spelling you catch back on with your reading. You get, you know what I mean? Truthfully. But anyways, that was trippy to me. And that's where it is. It's like, just be grateful for what the good things you do have. Even though things aren't moving, be grateful for the little movement there was, is what I just kind of had to sit down and share with you. And that's it. It's like this whole year I felt like an asshole because, everybody was judging me because my kids weren't in school and my kids are going to be dumb and I'm a bad parent and people go to jail for your kids not going to school. And I did everything to do it and it didn't affect anybody. All I did was waste my time and energy and tears, bro. I got real caught up in it. I let it hang over me real bad. If there was something I let people judge me for internally, it was that. As a parent, you just want to be the best parent, but you can't be like other parents, definitely not in my situation or anything. But I knew that's a surface level, you're a bad parent. And, as I sit here, it's like, can I look back at this whole year as we watch every day of my footage and was I a bad parent? Was I not with my children every moment of every, of every day? It's funny how the system will make you feel if you don't check every box, even if it's something that simplistic, you're a bad parent. You didn't take them to the dentist. You didn't get their immunizations done. And that was my daughter, dude. They're in big diapers. No compassion, bro. No understanding. Just full judgment. I don't know. It's crazy. Because again, like, I'm looking at it like, damn, dude, high school, like, I made it, bro. I raised these kids all by myself, bro. I did this shit. You know what I mean? And they're really great kids. Dude, my kids are great people, bro. They're not kids. They're great fucking people, bro. Must have did something right with my life, Anyways. In the end, that's all that matters. Hopefully I get something right so they're not all fucked up. Let's keep going. If you try, The Hangman demands sacrifice. He requires that you relinquish control and surrender to the higher purpose. That means God's in control. I tried to explain that yesterday. It may be that you have to give up a cherished belief, dream, attitude, habits, deep-seated anger, desire, negative emotions, a bad relationship, a stressful job, or pursuit of money in order for you to reconnect with your spiritual purpose. If I look at it, it's like he washed me clean. I didn't know who I was this morning, bro. In the sense of I woke up in someone else's skin. I wasn't thinking about these things. I was kind of lost. I hear this initiation by fire, but it really has, dude. I gotta say, man, I'd have to watch my videos, but I have gone through some next level shit in the last full moon. And preparations till. My ascensions are going real fast. They're getting real deep. In the sense of, I can't fully tell you how to describe it in the physicality. I try to use words, but like as you're just sitting there, it's like you're a patient in a body, and you're just watching this body. And the doctor comes in, and you're like, it's almost like a ride, bro. It's like a virtual reality ride, where you're like just sitting in the body. And like, you're like, so much is happening and you want to tell someone, but it's like you don't even know how to describe what you're feeling inside of this body at this time. It just, you know, down to how I came out of that water, bro. When I came out of that cave, dude, I just felt zero. Just zero. Not numb, just zero. Just like I do right now, just zero. And so, like, I feel like what happened last night and what my brain was doing, like it tries to do, is it glitches. When I go into these huge awakenings, it tries to grab onto the matrix real hard. Real hard. Like, it glitches, dude, and I watch it. And that's pretty much, like, the best way I can describe it. I don't know. I've gone through a couple of them. It's getting harder to describe, but that's what I meant this morning. It was like a reboot, but like, and then I had different hair, and it was like I totally, you know what I mean? I was like a different person. It was so strange. Like subconsciously, I don't know. I did. I mean, I had thought about it. You saw the picture. I had that picture. It popped up on my memories like a week ago, and I kept it. I was like, that's pretty. I was like, I couldn't remember when I did it, but I knew it looked nice, and then I did it. And then I keep rubbing my hair, and it's like, it's gone. And then I was looking at the picture. I was like, dude, you cut off like 10 inches of hair. What the fuck did you do? I was like, whoa, what did you do? And then, you know, it wasn't just the physical, though. I was seeing my brain do shit, like the things that were important, literally. All these things just kind of washed away. You know, like I said to Russ, it was so simplistic, and it was like the absolute end of everything. It's like, if I stand in front of you, what for? In the sense of, can you see me in front? Like, that's where it ends. There's nothing past that moment. So the moment is over. Move on. There's just this kind of closure. And that's where it is too. Sometimes you don't really have to go to the place and actually experience it. You just sit in the experience and you can feel the end. And I said it too. I was like, perhaps your whole intentions were to hurt me, and if that's so, everybody saw it. But I didn't allow myself to see it that way. But in essence, it was all about, you know what I mean, what? Seeing me. For what? You have no good intentions. And that's why you don't deserve to see me. And it's not about me running. It's about that you don't have any good intentions when it comes to me, and that's why you don't get to be in my presence. And anybody that occupies an energy like yours doesn't get to be in my presence. You have a no good energy, bro. And I was able to prove it. You proved it. Why do all that? It may sink in a week or two. I might shed a tear like, damn, he was really trying to break your heart and hurt you. But when were you never not? It's been your intention since the beginning of this. And we're back. God's testing me. He did it yesterday too. They sent me a text message. You know, I'm bored. I'm bored, bro. I'm bored. I'm just hanging around, bored as fuck. They sent me a text message yesterday asking me if I wanted to do some landscaping work out in Golden. It was $20 an hour. You had to have a car, and there wouldn't be any phone service, and it was for today. And, you know, that speaks my language. If I needed money, and it was all of the things that I would go for. And I didn't do it. And then right now they're like, hey, do you want to go do some snow removal tomorrow? I want to do something. And being money motivated is always a good thing. But what did the card just tell us? If I agree to this, and then you know what I mean? And then my spirit comes in and I have to listen to my spirit, then it's like, you know, there's that again. I could go and make a quick $200 and feel good about myself and have something to do on a, you know what I mean? But that's what God's, do you see what he's doing? Am I going to learn my lesson? Is it about the fact of the money, or is it more the boredom, or is it that it's a spiritual lesson to be learned? I said it yesterday. And the mind wants to grasp onto control. It wants to be in control. It wants us to be busy, productive. You know what I mean? Working towards something, doing something. So in essence, since I wasn't doing anything, I was overpounding the fucking videos, and that was burning me out too. As I sit here, I'm like, I want to say stop fucking with me, God, but it's like, as he's sitting here hugging me with the sun and the wind at the same time, it's just kind of, and I have this 0 point of frequency in the sense of I'm not bothered by anything. It's kind of poetic because, that's the difference, is the grappling of the mind not knowing what to do. There's this video that I had gotten to. It's like in the beginning of my awakening, when God tells me to quit my job, I pull up on a mountain. I'm like literally running out of gas in both of my cars. It's getting serious right now. And I try to describe this fight of the mind and the spirit. How my spirit is sitting on a beach with a non-alcoholic cocktail, just, living it up like I am right this moment under the sun. Just totally living it up. But how my mind was going crazy like a couple of kids and the roof is on fire and grab the toys and the toothbrush and everything's going to burn to the ground. But as I sit here now, it's like that's the mastering of the mind, is where the mind's not panicking, trying to take control, trying to say, oh, you have to do these things. I have other videos where I'm crying, dude. I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and my mind is screaming at me, I've got to find work, I must find money, and we're gonna go hungry, we're gonna lose everything. A poverty mindset is a mind that it's a mindset that you don't have enough, and you're gonna run out and everything's gonna go super sour. Almost like a death feeling, bro. Like it's the end of the world. Overcoming a poverty mindset is probably the hardest thing I had to go overcome. And it's not that I have so much, because you must know it's running out quickly. You must know, every time we go outside, we spend like $200 and shit, dude. Come on, it's not gonna last forever. So as it's dwindling down, my mind will start kicking in. And that's where it was too, it's bored. The mind gets bored, it doesn't know what to do, it wants us to do something. We've got to do something. If we're not doing anything, then we're not living. It's very dramatic. It's very dramatic. I used to be controlled by it, but then even trying to fight it, you're listening to it and you're just trying to calm it. I've had many of those moments, dude. I'm seeing the worst one was coming back from California to Colorado. My first, walk into the unknown. I really didn't know what I was going to do. And my mind kept trying to tell me all kinds of things. And my spirit's like, I can't do any of that. Whatever you do, you can't do what you did before. That's my mentality, right? Whatever you do, you can't do what you did before, because you'll end up where you were. That's just common knowledge, bro. So, like, for hours, my mind's really trying to it's just throwing every idea it can, any possibility for what to do when I get back to Colorado, and I won't listen to it. I don't have a plan, but I have to not do what it's trying to plan to do, and as soon as I'll tell it no, it wants to come up with another plan, and another plan, and another. It's like, holy shit. And that's where, that's where that stillness becomes very difficult, as I was explaining yesterday, waiting on God. Sometimes it's not so hard to wait on God when you're very entertained or whatever's happening, but sometimes, dude, it's like jail, bro. It's like the minutes become like excruciating. What makes it so hard? Your mind. Where it is, what it wants, what it's thinking. It's what drives you, bro. It starts you, and you can get carried away with it right away. All right, let's go back to this. The Hangman demands sacrifice. He requires that you relinquish control and surrender to a higher purpose. It may mean that you have to give up a cherished belief, a dream, attitudes, habits, deep-seated anger, desires, negative emotions, bad relationships, stressful jobs, or pursuit of money in order to reconnect with your spiritual purpose. Again, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you to leave all that shit alone every day. The word sacrifice means to make sacred. God didn't take my shit, guys. He asked me to give this shit up, bro. He asked me to make sacrifices. Like yesterday. Cut your hair off. Any girl, like, bro. And that's what I thought about, too. It's like, I never had long hair. I remember that. And then I found the right products, and I was like, I'll never cut it again. But then it's like, why? I already experienced it. It was a lot of work, dude. I had to, do a lot of shit all the time to make it look different and pretty and da-da-da-da-da-da. And really, at the end, I'm looking at all these girls with long hair, and it looks all fucking ratty, bro. It's just long and ratty. It doesn't look good. I'm just saying. It takes a lot of work to make it look good all the time. Anyways, like the tribal shaman on the vision quest, this is a time when you can experience profound insight and when wider possibilities open up. I don't know, bro. I felt that last night too. It's like I'm only here by choice. What do you mean? Am I waiting for them to give me a house? God's gonna give me a house. Nobody said it was coming from here. He put me in a place of rest. When he put me in the shelter in Arizona, I was nothing but grateful for it. But then it became a prison to me. And all I wanted to do was get out. I would do anything to get out. And I broke out, obviously. I got kicked out. I self-sabotaged, if you think about it. In the essence, I don't know. You can look at the videos. I was in a whole place of darkness. They told me when I got in there, and I thought I could overcome it. And it was really not even possible. But going back to it is, this is nothing but, it wasn't even foreseen that I was going to end up here. I was thinking about that. It's like, I was going to they sent me an email, bro. Are you still coming to work? I didn't even buy a trailer. I was that close, dude. A blink of an eye, and everything changed. I was buying a trailer, and I was going to go live in the freaking woods for the summer, and my new trailer, and I had a job, and I was going to do all this stuff. And then I ended up here. And as quick as it happens, I'm telling you, I felt it. I felt it for the last 72 hours now. It's about to happen again. What is? God. He's got big changes coming. That's what he's telling me. He's getting me ready. He's bringing me a new man, a new house, a new car. Sounds like a game show shit. But he's bringing it. And that's it too, is like the whole battle of poverty mindset was not about what this dude is and if he comes with the whole package and shit, but it was believing in God that he would bring this. And it was a long fight of believing that he'll take care of things. I need to take care of me. And here we are with the same message that I teach you all the time. It all comes down to trust and faith in God and knowing when to move when he tells you and what to move on. And mostly you don't fucking move. You sit with you, and he makes all miracles happen for you and around you. People are like, she's the master manifester. Why? Because I see what God wants for me and I go for it. I fight my own desires and go for, what he shows me that I can see in just clear visions in my head. I can see it clear as day. Do you know what I saw yesterday? It was the most amazing thing. I woke up in somebody's arms, bro. I woke up in somebody's arms. You're like, yeah? Yeah, it was in between worlds, bro. I couldn't tell if it was definitely, it was wild. As I said, these little pretty white flowers, you see them all over? One of them just fell on me. It was beautiful. In the sense of, I can see what's going to be, that's the visions and shit, but I still have to fight through the thoughts of the mind. The thoughts don't create visions. They just create, I don't know, feelings, I suppose, of worry, anxiety, stuff like that. I don't know. Like the tribal shaman on a vision quest, this is a time when you can experience profound insight and when wider possibilities open up. On page 155, what does 55 mean? Let go. 5 means let go. There's accelerated growth and to let go. If you refuse to heed this spiritual lesson, the same situation will repeat itself again and again until you do. The Hangman reverse suggests that this is exactly what is happening. You keep trying to force your way through and remain in control, closing your ears to the voice of your higher self, which is attempting to direct you on another course. You must take some time to go within and reflect on your path. We talked about it yesterday where you've lost your purpose. Everybody wants to know what their purpose is. It's not what you're doing. Obviously, if you're asking me, you know what you're doing is not purposeful. You're just doing it. Like I said, what we're talking about is we all have to stay productive, busy, useful, right? Hey, can I show you one of these? I see them all the time when I come over here. They're completely translucent. They come in all different colors. You can see completely through them. I was like, I wonder if that's where they came up with the idea for lace, because it very much is like lace. You can see completely through it. Isn't that cool? They're all over the place. Just wanted to share that with you. I'm hanging out by the tree. I guess that's why they guided me over by the tree. The serpent comes to the tree with the birds and everything. It's the battle that they don't talk about. You know, these monks and shit, they spend their whole life turning the mind off and turning it on, but they don't know the fight of turning the mind off from coming from a high societal place like us. You know what I mean? Where, the mind moves faster than the speed of light, and you're trying to slow that motherfucker down and ride it. And that's the chariot card. All the way, bro. All the way. It's trying to ride your, your mind and your, using your heart. So this is a lesson to everyone that you're supposed to, just like it said all week, bro. We're supposed to be stuck like Chuck. Like, what the fuck? I'm hanging around. You hanging around? What comes next? Some love. Be United Cups. This guy. Better not be. I mean, in essence, I saw a guy. He had a face. It was amazing. That's all. He had a face this time. Yep, he had a face. It was cool. What happened? I don't know. I was already in his arms. And he had to take his jacket off because it was hot. It was funny because I woke up hot. I was like, it really is hot. I'm dying. Alright, anyways. Who's this guy? I knew business. Priestess of Cups, Ten of Cups, Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups brings you something of great emotional, spiritual value. But be careful not misinterpreting this message. Right? Was it a projection? I don't care. It was a great one. Was I fantasizing? Perhaps. It was something to think about. It made me want to. It made me want to manifest that person. I was like, oh, this could be nice. Don't do this again. True happiness and fulfillment is not based on transitory desire or the gratification of short-term pleasure, but grows out of unselfish love for others and compassion for the world. It is a simple thing to practice kindness in your dealings with others and will make you and those around you happier and less stressed. The Knight of Cups tells you to follow your heart, not your ego. This is an opportunity for great spiritual growth. The Knight of Cups may represent a person in your life, or he may be you. I'm just going to say it's me, and then maybe he's me. Okay? Maybe he's like me, I meant to say. He's creative, imaginative, soft-spoken, and gentle. He's ruled by his heart rather than his head. So, though he is intelligent, he is easily swayed. He is artistic, romantic, and charming. He could be, if he was ruled by his heart and not his head. Anybody could be this guy, bro. Did you hear that? Something happening. Reverse. This card represents trickery. Oh, it's these guys. You fucking ruined my fucking thoughts. My happy-go-lucky thoughts. Represent trickery, fraud, cheating, unrequited love, broken promises, a situation that seemed romantic or exciting versus Just your imagination once again. I don't give a shit. I ran away with that bitch. It was a great one. I had to wake up real fast though. Come on. It was a great thought. Alright, anyways, the Knight of Cups reverse may be an actual person who doesn't differentiate between fact and fiction. Oh, this is that douchebag. Who is vain, moody, and over-emotional. He may abuse drugs. What kind of drugs do you take, bro? Alcohol, for sure. Sex, all the time. His idea of a relationship is generally his one-night stand. And in the unlikely event that you are in a relationship with him, you will never know where you are. If he's moved on, he probably wouldn't even tell you, as he wants to avoid the confrontation. As much as it's funny, because it's like, you douchebags, it's like, there's a part of me that resonates with you. Anyways, well, let's go for the good guy. It's a good guy. How does this good guy start? Oh, it's that guy. It's my king. It's my King of Wands. Hey, bro, he's got fire inside of him. For sure. For sure. If he lets his heart rule him, I don't know. What's his problem? What's your problem? Actually, I thought about that earlier. It's like, you don't like any of my peoples, bro. You don't like my friends, my family, nobody. It's not just you. And then Derek comes along and I'm like, I love your fucking friends and your fucking family. Why? Because they're not douchebags. They're normal human beings, bro. Your friends and family are not normal, bro. They're psychotic and on the pursuit of fucking fame and fortune just like you. That's no fun. That's no fun, bro. Derek just wants to have fun all day. I resonate with that. Like, I don't know about the drinking. It's something to do with his time. We could do less drinking and more smoking. I feel like we could be far more active smoking. Damn, bird! These birds. Oh, it's because they chased you. There's a woman over there with 2 big old German shepherds, and the bird came to me. Come here, you're safe with me. I was like, don't fly into me. Big ass boobs. She's got big ass dogs. They're beautiful. Big ass German shepherds. You gonna get in the water? I'm gonna get in the water. Alright, let's talk about my King of Wands. Whoosh. He's got the magic stick. I bet he does. He's always talking about it. Come on now. See, me and my at least I could sit around daydreaming all day about you. That'll give me something to do. Gotta do something. Fuck, I'm gonna do with my life today, God. That's what he told me to do. I'm going to manifest you. That sounds scary, huh? She put a spell on me. No, I didn't. I was just thinking really hard about you. Did you see what I was thinking about? Remember that one time? Just kidding. Not you. Ew. I don't have any memories with you. I remember you had weird designs on your underwear. Like, that's what you remembered? Weird things, bro. Yeah. What kind of underwear do you wear? That's where that question came from. It never occurred to me to ask a man what kind of underwear he wears. Why is that important? I don't know. Is it ever important to women? Was it important? I don't know why that stood out to me. You think that that's important to men. I'm very unmanly, aren't I? Weird stuff. What's your preference in underwear? I don't know yet. I only seen one pair. And they were around his ankles. I couldn't hold it in. I'm gonna fall over. That's how I want to see yours. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. That's me. Drop the mic. It's over. We read about this guy yesterday. I'm still in this guy's energy today. I woke up in his arms. I can't stop talking. Okay. Oof. Hold on. I can't see. I don't like my family. I don't like anybody. Come on now. I love everybody. Why are you acting all funny? I don't have to like anyone. You want to hang out with me? No, but you can. You Tell me all about it. I don't care. Why is it not okay for me not to care about the things that you care about? Do you fully care about the things I care about? Like, do you really care about racism and equality and all of these problems that God has put on my shoulder? No. Do I really care about, you know what I mean? Your family's health problems and their financial fucking situations and, you know, their breeding habits and shit? Not really, no. If you need a date, I can try to act appropriate for, you know, a small amount of time if we're in a, you know, a place where I can sneak away and there's air. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, that's what I heard. It's like you don't like any of my peoples. I mean, I don't like any peoples, really, though. Like, really, haven't you caught on to that? I love everyone. It's not even a situation of, like, God makes me love them. I don't have to like them. I have to be kind. And then, if I can't, I won't go around them, because I know I can't. And then I'll be mad at God, because he made me look stupid out there, because I didn't know how to be kind. And then it turns into, I don't set myself up for failure. I don't go out there like, oh, I'm going to go tear this bitch up. I mean, if I see you, it's on sight. No, I'm just kidding. No, but that's what God teaches me not to do, bro. As much as I want to be, you know, that bitch, that's un-Christ-like, bro, and that's where the training comes in, bro. Don't say that, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's where it is. That's where all the real training comes in. It's kindness, bro, at all levels. It's like, yeah, people fucking irritate the fuck out of me, bro. But, you know, they really don't anymore. But, you know, they can. They do sometimes. And when they do, that's when the real training comes. That's my opportunity to, you know, get my ass kicked or kick some ass. Meaning what? Shut the fuck up and be a nice bitch. Kill him with kindness, bro. You're like, really? Yeah, bro. It's not just talk. I gotta do it too. I gotta walk it too. I can't really be that. And even thinking it, it's like, even just being like that, I'd be like, oh man, you got work to do, bitch. You was gonna punch somebody? I mean, no, I don't know. Maybe. We'll unpack that another day. Alright. It's a new beginning. When the King of Wand appears, he brings an opportunity. So take up the challenge. Be assertive and don't doubt your abilities. You have all the skills and experience you need. King also concerns motivation. This one calls for you to develop a fiery part of your nature, linked with ultracism, idealism, warmth of being, impulsiveness, and originality. Well, that's what happened. I was very impulsive and very original. But it's not. All the doppelgangers are going to go cut their hair like me. That's okay. You need to cut your ratty ass hair, bro, and just let it, you know what I mean, enjoy the summer. In the essence, you got to be brave, you got to be bold, you got to be daring to do some shit like that. And yeah, your long ass hair is played out, bro. I'm serious. I'm not going to tell you, but afterwards I was grateful, because even mine, it's like, and you know, the color and all of that, and it's just, it's okay. I get it. I mean, if you want to have long hair and you want to let him pull your hair, fine. I keep getting attracted to these dudes with long hair. I'll pull theirs. Douchebags. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyways, let's see. Impulsiveness. Lead your life with vision and long-term view. Meaning my hair will grow. And it'll look cool. I'm going to keep this cool little idea. The influence of a king may be felt through an actual person in your life who is a mature man, who is honest, dynamic, noble, energetic, compassionate, and a philanthropic. Yeah, that guy is. While someone else is thinking about it, he can get the whole thing done. He really can. He's a douchebag. He could call anyone. He is a charismatic leader who is able to get the best out of others, encouraging them to share their views and explore their creativity. That I do. Okay, that's what you told me to do too. But he won't tolerate people that fall short of his standards, because he's a douchebag. Because of this, he can sometimes be aggressive in his pursuit of his goals and will be fiery if crossed. Well, I mean, nobody else is worse. In a relationship, he's fun and exciting to be with. He likes a strong partner and will soon resent anyone that's clingy or restrictive. I feel like you're possessive and restrictive. I don't think they're just words. If he's forced to live a dull life, he will quickly become bored and depressed. I think you've lived a dull life your whole life and been bored and depressed. What the fuck do you do all day? I mean, I guess going back to I don't do shit all day too. I guess, you know, we just get to a place where we don't really need all that entertainment. But damn, bro. I'd do something else if I was you. What would you do if you was me? I don't know. Come hang out with me and we'll come up with some good ideas. Because actually putting on your skin is going to be difficult. Reverse meaning. Hey, you good bird? Come on. He all stopped when I looked over at him. The King of Wands appears reversed in his spread, expecting encountered blocks, road tape, difficulty standing in your progress. That would be God. Now is not the time to demand others to fall in line. This is counterproductive. Perhaps you've been boastful about what you can achieve and taken on too much. King of Wands is a person in your life, a father, a boss, a friend, or a lover. King has lost his purpose. I don't know what this guy's doing. Far from selflessness and warmth of an upright king, he becomes an overbearing bully who will brook at no opposition. Well, I mean, that's pretty much your MO, bro. They kind of know you as that douchebag dude. You know that? I mean, they know me as that too. They're like, dude, nothing can stop her. Ain't no stopping me now. And that's why you gotta go back to yesterday's reading and throw some queens on that. Throw some queens on that bitch. What does that mean? Divine feminine awakening, people. You need to use your heart. Stop working with all of that masculinity of the mind and being so assertive and aggressive and dominating and, you know, destructive and, you know, bossing up. I'm bossy. You need to chill out with all that bossy shit. I'm gonna fucking fuck your ass up with some stupid shit. Meaning what? I'm gonna paint your toes or something. They clean Jesus' feet. Come here, take your socks off. That'll make you feel very, very vulnerable. Come here, let me see your feet. What? Why? I want to rub your feet. What? Why? I know, I just want to love you. What? Why? What else is under there? Oh, love. All you need is love. Love. You gotta start with a cup of love. Well, fuck. If I'm gonna love someone, I've always loved you. It's you. I love everyone. I've always loved you, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened to you. You know what happened to you? You went your way and I went my way, and somehow we keep ending up facing each other all the time. Like who? Pretty much all of us. We're stuck in the same room, playing fucking hide and go seek in the dark. It's stupid. Keep finding the same guy. Keeps making the same noises. He's laughing like me. I can hear him. Just kidding. I mean, in essence, I do. I do. Every time, dude. Every time. I'll be like months away, lifetimes away. Like, oh, it's you again. Is he wrong to love? No. What happens? I don't know. I just go on an adventure. I was trying to figure that out. What happened? I don't know. Christmas? Christmas happened? A lot happened since Christmas. Have you been watching? Where you been? Exploring my feelings, going on adventures. You know how God does me. Haven't you been watching? Anyways, in the sense of, that's the best motivator. It's what got me here. It's falling in love with douchebags. It didn't matter if they loved me or not. If I put my love into them, I can like fantasize some great, you know, fairy tale idea of going towards this. And, you know, it keeps me busy. I don't know, I learn a lot about myself. It works. What happens? Ooh, the King of Pentacles. Well, you know, we pulled the Queen of Pentacles yesterday. Gotta be pretty practical about this. Don't be an asshole. Leave the past alone. Leave the past alone. Is he part of the past? I don't know. It's like saying, you know what I mean? Like I said, I couldn't really find a reason to kind of, you know, dig Lewis a grave and bury him in it. I haven't really found a reason. He shocked me and I stood back. You know what I mean? Marshall shocked me and I stood back. Royce crossed the line. And then fucking Russ went over there and hopscotched that line with him. Talking about some fucking booty whack ass fucking Will Smith bullshit. If you believe him, if you believe that he's hit this place of enlightenment, then why is he still pursuing, motherfuckers? He makes my work and the work of the yogis and gurus fucking complete drop-offs. He's a college drop-off, bro. He's another fucking Kanye, bro. They get this great sense of enlightenment and they want to use this like rust to coin it, put it into an album. Like fucking, you know what I mean, Mike Stud. Want to put this into a whole thing. No offense, Marshall, you motherfucking did the shit too, bro. I didn't listen to your album because they knew it would be destructive to me to hear that bullshit. Plus it's low vibrational. But in the essence, you did everything I told you not to do. And then you wonder why I'm mad at you. Didn't I tell you I didn't want you to do that? You had no thought about how that was going to make me feel. You were thinking about the general public. How did that work out for you? If you would have followed the recipe and the truth, you would have had a better outcome. Bottom line. Mike just tapped into it like 2 days ago, bro. I heard it in a song. He just tapped into it. What is it? It's a vibe, bro. All you gotta do is catch it. You can make any noise of it. Once you catch the frequency, you can put any instrument on that frequency. It's like a tempo. What's the tempo? I don't know. I can't. It's like I feel so stupid right now. This is what Marshall put on the fucking song. He's like, they want to know how to rap like me and how I got the fucking blueprint and all this shit. It's in my back pocket. It's locked in my fucking closet with Dr. Dre. Just kidding. What are we talking about? Queen of Cups, be nice. Be nice, be nice, be nice. That's all they want us to do all the fucking time, bro. Be nice to who? Ourselves, our past, people around us, our children, our bodies, our minds. It's all about kindness. I have videos to show I was really angry. I think they're in there. I know. You know what's weird? I look through these videos and I'm very soft-spoken. I always felt like I came off real roughneck and aggressive. I hear it in my mouth as aggressive. It doesn't come out like that. But there's videos of me being, you know, pissed off. But then I just turn into, you know, a mushy crying bitch. Anger's not really my forte, but somehow I wore it very well. People said I was just angry. I was a bitch. And I could see myself cold and calculated. It happened yesterday. I'm sitting in my car smoking, doing laundry, and this guy tries to approach me and ask me for something. I just give him a look. He's like, he stands back, he's all smile. I was like, it's just how my face looks. That's what I told him. I was like, can I have a cigarette? Yeah, here. And then he saw me in the laundromat bumming some other change from somebody. And he did it again. It's like, that's just how my face looks. I just look, you know what I mean? And I was like, and I told him that. I was like, you just confirmed that I look unapproachable. And that's it. It's just like, I don't know. I just wear it. It's not like, you know, come talk to me. You'd be surprised. Speaking of the same guy. Yeah, you gotta work on kindness, bro. It starts with you, though. Being kind to you. There's no way you're going to have kindness towards anyone else because you take it all out on yourself. Watch how you treat yourself, bro. You treat yourself the worst. It really needs to start with yourself. They use all these words of self-love and people think it's a fucking day spa and a manicure. No, it's self-discipline, dude. It's self-time. It's self-sacrifice. It's a lot of, you know what I mean? Self-discovery. It's all through your emotions, bro. Just want to point that out. King and Queen of Cups. This whole fucking journey is trying to balance our emotion with our logical minds, bro. It's balancing your femininity with your masculinity. I'm seeing that part, you guys. It's the fucking funniest. It's the Catalina. Oh, it's in those bitches. Alright, sorry. The end of Step Brothers, bro. They have this really great moment, and these brothers are supposed to give each other a hug, and they just can't do it. Their physicality is programmed to hurt each other if they get that close. And they're trying, and it's awkward as fuck. And that is the best way I can describe the awakening. It feels weird, bro. It feels weird putting this skin on and becoming something that you never thought you could be, which is just what? Nice, vulnerable, helping, empathetic, sympathetic, compassionate, forgiving, kind. But with it comes the rest of the fruits of the Spirit. You know what I mean? You got to go through the long suffering, the patience. You know what I mean? Becomes the joy and the happiness. Confirmation. I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? It's all about balancing your feelings, dude. That's what we're working on, is at least acknowledging we have them. And the first ones that come up, and that's where I catch you, is you're fucking pissed off and you're hurt. You're really not pissed off, and that's what you'll learn way later. Right now you feel pissed off. You feel very angry and cold and cut off, and you'll fucking, you know what I mean? You'll fuck someone up on sight, and you're like very, you know, I don't fuck with you kind of person. You'll realize that's not really in your nature, dude. You know what I mean? Because if a kid came up to you, or an old person or something, you all of a sudden the skin falls off of you. So you have the capability of kindness. It's in you. It's activated by certain things where you feel that you don't have to be hard, that you can actually match this person's energy. You don't have to overpower everyone's energy with your own, where that's authority. You have to stand in your authority all the time, or you have to be the baddest motherfucker that walks, you know, you have to establish yourself in the crowd, whether you're walking across the street and you know that everyone's looking at you and you gotta do your stroll, or if you're in the office and you gotta make sure you sit up straight and your fucking buttons is buttoned up properly, even though everybody's wearing the same motherfucking suit, with the same fucking hair tie and the same fucking, you know what I mean? It's just kind of, you know, you're asserting, and that's where that competitiveness is, and it's like the individuality isn't, we find ways to stand up, or stand out, only to stand above. And that's not a way of life either. And that's that, you know, that masculinity in all of us. You know what I mean? As women, you go out and you feel insecure, and you feel like you gotta, you know, you feel, men go through it too. It's a Richter scale of superiority or inferiority, where you're constantly trying to place yourself in this mix of people where you have no identity of self. You're looking to them to see if you fit in, and nobody even fits in unless you do, and then there's a bunch of you that look the same and you're weird. Strength. It talks about your inner spirits and how you're guided by all of them, and it's like it is your mind, your body, and your spirit. You know, your mind, again, is very useful, and you have to sit with it. Your body can tell you things, you know, it tells you, you know what I mean, when it needs activity, when it doesn't need activity, when it needs, you know, stimulation, when it wants, you know, it has its own feelings. And, you know what I mean, sometimes when your brain is cut off from your feelings, you got to go be guided through your body, because your brain's like, no, that's not important, we're not going to have cake today, no cake, we never eat cake. But your body is literally craving chocolate, and it needs the fucking, you know, that feeling that makes you feel in love, because you don't let love in your life either, so it needs a chocolate fest. Good stuff. I mean, but you got to be guided by all of it, and then there's your spirit that needs to be free too. It needs to have fun and do what it needs to do. And your mind needs to have a sense of control where it's like, you know, it's in charge and shit. Like, so it's a working together. It really is. I'm going to end on this note. We're going to pull one oracle and move on with the day. What am I doing? I don't know. It's just a pretty day. I really have nothing to do today. So God tells me. I mean, yeah, it's a perfect day to go to the zoo, but I don't know. The kids already, like, that was their first day. I woke them up early. Neither of them had breakfast. They had to sit in a fucking orientation and not be on their phones. I think that was the longest my son wasn't on his phone. This is going to be difficult for them. There's no phones at the school at all, which is awesome. Awesome. All right, what do we got? Poised. Strike a pose. That's what I got out of that. Poised. Poison. She's driving me out of my mind. Alright, enough. I went to 32, which is here and now. Stay in the here and now. Stop fucking around. 48. Poised on 180. Being ready. Bringing something to light. Being at your best. Confident. Oracle message. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know that you know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to a place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. I do. Do you? People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Well, I'm in the beginning of something new. What's happening? I don't know. I mean, I'm working on stuff, but like, that's not it. I mean, that's not all that's happening. Relationship. When you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for a deeper, more intimate relationship. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and you can handle anything. Love, friendships, harmonious new connections are all present now and are coming in. You are ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. It's a beautiful morning. All right, thanks. Prosperity message. They're like, what do you do that? I can't. It just comes out. I hear it as bro, I can't. It's in my breath. Do you do it all the time? Sometimes in the middle of conversations at stores and shit, it comes out. Yeah, sometimes I just start singing. Yeah, I'm a singer. It's not my songs. Prosperity message. You have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. Hold on, the spirit. There's a lady with her child across. They're having fun. I'm sitting here under the tree, and I wore the jumper I told you I didn't feel comfortable in last time because my whole titties was hanging out and shit. Now my hair is cut, and I've got all this sun on my shoulders and my neck and on my chest, and it feels lovely. Like, it feels so pretty. And it's like, practice. It's like I didn't feel comfortable wearing this before, but I feel really sensational today. All right, go back to it. You can take action knowing that you are you can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, into your service to the world. The direction you are moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. Prosperity message. You're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demand and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not a time to wing it and deliver some half-finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. Whoa. Let me read this again. You're not ready to move forward. Well, that's what I know. Be poised in the demand of deadlines. Who's putting a deadline on me? Me? I'm always putting a deadline. Aren't we all, though? I think this is also having to do with the footage, bro. Again, it really killed me, bro, going through it. I knew it would, and I didn't even get into it like that. But I can see it, bro. As I'm seeing it, I can remember I'm just barely being put in the times. As I'm saying this, my stomach is burning. I'm put back in those times, into those, and that's what a memory is for me. I can see it, and then I'm there. That's what a vision is. I'm there. All emotionally, I literally put it on. Can I fully remember where I am? No, I can remember the time. So like when I go back to home, I have a distinctive feeling, a cry for home. When I go back to my sister's, I have this gross feeling. When I go back to Chris's house, I have this gross feeling. When I go back to fucking Mr. Plum's, I have this gross feeling. Everywhere was gross and hard, bro. It was painful. These videos are... The memories that I dug up are attached to a place now. Not the place where it happened, but the place where I relived it. Right? I don't know how to explain that. So as I go through these timelines, and that's what I'm surfing through these timelines. As I do it, you know what I mean? Other memories pop up of all the shit. I see myself really struggling through it. It's really hard. What was it? My feelings, bro. My memories and my feelings were really hard. And it was, everywhere I go, they're reawoken. And it's harder and harder, and and it's attached to a place. I had to go to a place for those memories to awaken. That's how it works. I had to keep going back to Oklahoma before I could be proud to go back to Oklahoma. You know what I mean? I had to keep coming home. I had to, you know what I mean? I had to go face my sister. Even though I didn't make it to California, I was ready to. And when I was ready to, I got all of those memories back. Speaking of which, I talked to my son yesterday. He turned 26. He's like, wow, Mom. I was like, wow. And then again, you know, with my daughter going into high school next year. It's not next year, bro. It's in a couple of months. Pretty much there. It's in a couple of months. You realize that, right? In August, she'll be in fucking high school. I was talking about that too to both of them. It's like, you know, they joke, those two broke the generational curse. They didn't have kids. They're past their 20s and they weren't teen parents, like, you know what I mean, like their parents, like everyone else. They broke the mold. Stuff like that. I'm old, bro. I've lived a long life. And God's putting 56 more years on me and wants me to do it again and do it better. He says I'll have the energy and all the things I need to make it, you know, and do his job. But he wants me to experience it. I can't experience him having a baby as through a grandbaby. I can't have those memories, bro. Some memories I can't get back. Trust me. I tried. And that even is the sad part about, you know, my ex-husband. He'll have to have more children to experience that. And he's in his 30s. He'll have to fall in love all over again and, you know, to truly experience that. And that's what it really means, guys, is you're going to have to really open up if you ever want to have that full experience. And it can't happen overnight. Is it about you meeting the right person? No, it's about you getting to the right place. And then it happens. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was always raising kids, dude. As a teenager, I went from raising my nieces and nephews, you know, my cousins, to nieces and nephews, to, you know, block kids and all that, because all the parents, you know, to having my own. No shit. You know what I mean? Not to say I was great at it, but whatever the case may be, the memories are gone. I didn't get to experience it. And the memories I have of these ones, oh, hella tragic, dude. Oh, hella tragic. And that's what God wants me to experience before I leave this, is to have good memories of that, because in no lifetime before this lifetime did I even have children. Well, yeah, we got Horace. That's not true. We got Horace, and we got Ganesh. It's not true. But in the sense of I never had the full experience. That's what God denied me of, and he's restoring that birthright to me as Lilith. But I have to walk in it. I have to accept it. Which is what? Accept his Adam. And not be a Lilith. I have to be an Eve. But still be Lilith. And be, you know what I mean? And that's where I kind of was in between it. It's like, you want me to walk both worlds. I thought I wouldn't be the goddess. Somehow. I knew my story would be famous. I knew I would be a pinnacle of teaching. But somehow the two didn't connect, where I'd have to sit in the goddess throne. But I always saw myself in the throne. So I don't know where, you know, I guess the skin just didn't really step into the actual understanding of what we really truly were. But it doesn't matter. You know, even going back to the president, that douchebag, he's got to get out of that chair. And when the cameras turn off, he's got to go back to, you know, his wife, his, you know, that loves him and supports him in his good works and stuff. And, you know, who knows what she does all day. And, you know, that's what they do. And that's, in the end, it's like, you know, I have a big calling on my life. And I think that calling scares a lot of people away, because they're like, they feel that they couldn't be that person. But God didn't ask you to be that person. He asked you to love that person, support that person, learn from that person. You know what I mean? That's all. I don't know. Whatever. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that it's about my children. My cards are right, flying off. Ew. Victory is ours. I can't say. I really can't until I can. But that's what it is that's the adventure in life, is not the not knowing is part of the biggest adventure. But the knowing that he's trying to fulfill promises within your life is kind of an understanding. It's like, why are you doing this? I'm preparing you. For what? All great things. And what is that? Initiation by fire, as he told me. And that's what it is. I don't know. I'll tell you what he told me, and we'll put it all together. And that's what it is. We're going through a phase. And that's really what it is. How many times do you go through this? I don't know, like weekly. Some of them are harder than others. Some of them are real groundbreaking. They say it too in the cards. They call it timeline shifting, where you literally change realities, bro. It's like a whole glitch. You see the fucking world completely different. You feel different. Some people have only had one. But that's why they haven't got to where I am. Your skin feels different. You don't even recognize yourself. You don't even know what self is anymore. You just know you're here again. And now you have to, like, I don't know, wait for guidance. It's like an alien situation, bro. It's the best way I can describe it. I've got many videos of me crying, saying I'm all alone out here. Once the soul comes back to the body, bro, you're just a soul in the body. You become a fool again. The mind is still there, but you're not the mind, dude. You're a whole soul walking here on earth, like for the first time ever. Every morning you wake up, like you just wake up in the body. Like, okay. And you let the body guide you. When you don't have the mind telling you what to do all day, it's a very quiet journey. But when the mind gets in the way and you don't think that you should do what it's doing, it can become very painful journey too. And that's how you start this. Is you have to start clearing the mind to make room for the soul. Then the soul can walk in there, but it's with the mind. And it's a constant, you know what I mean? The battle is only sometimes when when there's chaos. The mind goes into overdrive. You know what I mean? When things, you know, and that's why it's important to keep chaos away from you. That's where it's like those sayings of protecting your peace. Dude, if I get in a a tense situation, it's going to take me a lot longer to calm down than you. You know what I mean? You don't know what this is going to do to my body, to my brain, to my spirit. Getting all excited with you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Going to a movie and it's all suspenseful and there's scary shit jumping out and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm a kid. I can't do all of that. That's like, you know, I'm going to die. I'm going to faint. It's too much. It's too much stimulation to the body when you're just a soul in it, you know, feeling things. And that's where they talk about being a psychic and an empath, and you're oversensitive and you can't be around shit because everything feels so intense. So like intensity is way too intense. What you guys thought of my life as intense, they were just unknowns. Like, what are you going to do? I mean, it's only intense if I'm sitting here thinking about it. Obviously, I've accepted I can't do anything, and so I sit and wait. I don't spend all the energy thinking. A lot of these intense moments you see me in is like, what are you going to do to get out? I'm going to wait for God to get me out. You fucking put me in this. This is some bullshit. Stay calm. And that's the trial. That's the fucking initiation. That's where faith comes, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you can only take yourself so far, and then you must realize that you're in some deep shit, and you've got to wait on the higher power to get you out. In the essence, I don't have an idea in the world of what I'm supposed to do today, tomorrow, or with my situation. I'm supposed to go fix my car. It's going to snow tomorrow. If they take my car apart today, it won't be done by tomorrow, and I'll have no fucking car. So there goes the whole fucking weekend, right? And then it was like, well, I thought I was going to go do a whole ritual on fucking, on 420. But then we're talking about it's going to be all snowy and all of this other stuff. God, you have to go with the feeling. Are you going to put yourself through hell? Like, if it doesn't feel right, then it doesn't feel right. This is not the ideal conditions for me to go do whatever I thought I was going to do. I'm not going to thug this out. And that's where it is you have the best intentions. You have a plan of action. But in the essence is you get all ready, you sit down to have a cup of coffee before you leave, and then all of a sudden you change your feelings 110%, then that's what it is. You have to honor that feeling. Now, is that a feeling of fear that you're psyching yourself out about what you're about to do because you got to be brave and you're trying to talk yourself off a ledge and you've got to overcome that little bit of fear? It's the last time. Or is it, I've got a bad feeling, I just don't feel it. all about your feelings, bro. Again, when they start, you're going to have the bad ones, and we work through those. Those are the important ones. And you know what? If they're talking about abandoning something that I'm not ready for, it's Patreon, bro. I'm not ready for this. I already said that earlier, dude. It's like I haven't even put it over there. I wasn't ready to do this. I didn't have a plan. They just told me to do it, and I tried to do it on a Friday, and I wasn't ready. They had me doing too many things at once. I wasn't ready. They had me just get my feet wet and everything to see what it looked like and what it felt like and touch it and get the wheels moving. And I almost drowned it in all of them. And that's what it means. It's like, I really want to be part of shit, but it's like, I get too involved. I get too... And that's where God has to come and pull me out. You're in way too deep, bro. What's happening? You almost lost yourself in that shit. You were like trying to be human again. I know. Why'd you fill out a job application last night? I don't know. My mind was trying to hold on to some kind of security. It wanted something to do. So then what does God do? In broad daylight, He gives me a job. A job that I do well. Do I do it? Do I do that to my body? Have I long, you know what I mean? And that's what it means. It's like, dude, He's testing us all day long. Especially me. With mundane things, bro. Like, no, there's not dragons and fucking, you know what I mean? And fucking Bloods and Crips and KKK and all of this shit, bro. It's the simple shit that God puts in front of you. These little roadblocks and barriers to see and test your endurance and adversity and agility. Are you flexible? If I take you this way, will you immediately go, are you going to keep trying to go back this way, or will you follow my lead no matter where? And if I tell you to stay, will you fucking stay? And this is all about what it is being an obedient bitch. Knowing your training. Otherwise, you got to fucking redo this level. And that's how I get through, is I stick to the training. In the middle of everything, I got to go back to my training, and that's what those cards are always telling you. Go out, have some experiences, come back, reflect, see what worked, what didn't work, and how, you know what I mean, how you can do better. But don't go out there again until you figure this out, because, you know what I mean, you haven't figured it out yet. And that's really it. What haven't I figured out? Exactly, the Elder card, how to get back into the world. Why? Because as a child and as a human and as everything, we want to be part of all of it. So in essence, you look at it, it's like I'm not focused. I'm not focused. I want to do all of it at once because I see all possibilities. So then I'm taking a dive at all possibilities, which is school, a job, music, the movie, you know what I mean? Dating, making friends, being social, all of this. I try to just put the skin on and act like I can wear it, like I can handle all this, but I can't. And that's to show you why God didn't put me into the Matrix sooner. I want to cry because He made me like this, but that's what it means to be set apart. We're fragile. Why can't earth angels be part of society? We're too fragile for it, bro. It's too dense. It weighs us down to where we can't even get out of bed. It's not depression, because then we're laying there in bed wanting so badly, like ADHD, just wanting to get up and just do a million things, but we can't. The physical world is too heavy. The gravity of the world, the gravity of the outside is too heavy. You can read about it in a lot of these books. It's just, as the goddess of darkness, I can take more than anybody else. But even then, I have my limits. Look what God just sent me, a ladybug. Come here, buddy. I know I just dropped you. I'm sorry. God just sent us a ladybug. Full of luck. Anyways, it's hard. And I try to find my way, and that's what I was saying. It's like, man, I think I can. It's the whole thing. I think I can. And that's what gets me through the day. But then, that stinking thinking will drown me. Because really, I need a lot of help. But I'd be like so proud and like, no, I could do it all by myself. But then once I start digging myself into it, I can't get out, and I need help just getting out of it. It's like, why didn't you ask for help to begin with? Because I was too proud. I can't even put that on a specific area. I just have to wear those words. There's like a lot brewing right now. I keep being real open and people keep still rejecting me. I was about to say I can't. Asking someone to make music with a person like me is not easy. Because I'm not a normal person trying to make a normal song. Asking people to hang out with me is not easy because obviously I don't hang out and do normal shit. Do you want to go ghost busting? Do you want to go do baptisms? You want to do cleansings and rituals and ceremonies under the full moon or for Easter? These are the things I do. I don't want to do that shit, bro. I don't want to do the things that I do. But I try, and God wants me to be okay like this. And that's where you have to accept division, separation. And it comes with anxiety. Separation anxiety for sure. Like, I'm always this chick somewhere hidden. You know what I mean? Under a tree, by a rock, somewhere. I'm just hidden somewhere. You see me, but, you know, I'm always just somewhere hidden, smoking. You know what I mean? Laughing, listening to something. It's what people see. It's like, I'm in this world, I swear I am. But I can't be part, I haven't figured out how to be part of it. It's like, what do? I don't know what to do with myself. Where am I supposed to take myself? Somewhere to spend money. I don't like doing it. It makes me feel bad. I don't like to spend money. I don't know why. I feel like I'm wasting. It's wasteful. I just don't feel like there's any importance. Like, let's buy something to eat. Why? We have food and food stamps. Going anywhere is putting in gas. And then wherever we're going, it's with the intent to purchase some shit. Why are we buying this? Like, when you go back to living off of nothing, it makes no sense to me. It's frustrating to think about how much I've spent already just being here. It's like, what the fuck are we spending money for? So it's just not entertaining to me. As far as food is great and all, but like, how many great meals do you need a day? Like, one great meal, that's cool. I don't need another great meal tomorrow. What else do you do with your time and money? I don't go into public spaces because of the density of the people. You know what I mean? And then in that, it's like you're going with the intent to purchase. Where do you go that you don't spend money that's not outside? But when I ask people to come hang out outside, they're like, look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. It's not that I don't have money, why do we need to go and spend money all the time? I don't understand that. It's just not entertaining to me, so that alone puts me apart. You entertain yourself by spending money. It's like what you guys do. If you want to hang out, you're going to be like, well, let's go somewhere. Alright, where are we going? How much is this going to cost? Like, in essence, I'm not cheap. I just don't get it. Why do we have to... I don't know. Looking at that. So then it's like... I could sit anywhere and be outside. I don't have to drive to Red Rocks. I'm literally, like, I think a mile away from... maybe 2 miles away from Cherry Creek. I can be at any park, any outside. It doesn't matter where outside is. And that's good enough for me. I don't really, I like going to see stuff, but again, seeing stuff as wanting stuff. It's creating a want inside of you. I didn't want shit until I came out here. Now I fucking, like a kid, I want fucking everything. This is stupid. And then when you have money and no reason to say no, then it becomes kind of dangerous. Like in the sense of, I look back at all the money I spent on my kids' clothes and shit, and like almost didn't even go to school, and I was really upset about that, bro. I spent like hundreds on them, and they didn't even almost go to school. And then they go, and only for a couple weeks, and I sat there this morning, I watched all these kids, and they were just normal kids, bro. It wasn't even fucking necessary. It's like, that was old programming. Didn't break that habit. That was dumb. I don't know. I'm just trying to find myself. I don't know what to do with myself. And that's why I gotta do whatever God says. Because what am I gonna do with myself? Another one fell on me. I don't know. This is a long-ass video. I'm gonna let you guys go and at least have some lunch. And wait for God to come tell me what to do with myself. That's it. I'm not guided by what you guys are doing. I don't know. I don't have my inner guidance is God. Otherwise, I just am trained to sit still like an obedient bitch. I don't know. He'll tell me what to do. He always does. He's very good at that. But right now, he's telling me to be still. So work on me, whatever that looks like. So hey, I'll catch up with you guys for tomorrow's shadow reading. Laters, haters.